next guest is a 3-time Pro Bowler, and he just finished his first season with the Tampa Bay Bucks. DeSean Jackson, welcome to Undisputed.
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
I'm not trying to suck up when I say this. I'm just going to state a fact that I have long believed. This man is the greatest deep threat in the history of this game, even beyond a Randy Moss or a Bullet Bob Hayes. I have never seen anyone run by people the way he can run by people. Even Randy Moss, obviously, is a Hall of Famer, first ballot. But this man can flat fly.
Can still run fast.
He can still run fast. But he can really run fast in those Eagle days, which leads me to my first question. What were your emotions as you saw maybe some clips from the parade yesterday in Philly? Because I believe you left a little of your heart, if not a lot of your heart, in Philadelphia.
I was excited for them, honestly. That was a long time coming. 1960 since they won a Super Bowl, or a championship. We ain't even gonna say a Super Bowl. Because back then it wasn't a Super Bowl. But I was rooting for them, honestly. There's a lot of guys there that when I was there, a lot of guys came in like Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. So I was definitely happy for them. And I wanted to see somebody else win besides the Patriots. The Patriots, we all know Tom Brady's greatest of all times in my eyes. So I was ready for someone else to win that. I was happy for them dudes.
Did it hurt at all that you weren't able to be a part of it?
Honestly, man, I'm not a hatred guy. You know, I'm happy for them. I didn't have no bad feelings, no bad taste in my mouth. I was really like 100% rooting for them. You know, so my friends were saying the Patriots going to win. One of my boys loved the Patriots to death. So I'm like, nah, they going to lose this one. So I really had a gut feeling they was going to win. I'm definitely happy for them.
But you did have some bad feelings about how you parted ways with that organization, Chip Kelly. It looked like they were trying to discredit you on the way out as they shoved you out the back door.
Yeah.
Now that your emotions have settled on all that, how does it leave you feeling about Chip Kelly and the way it ended in Philadelphia?
Oh, man, I think everyone close to me knows how I feel about Chip Kelly. I don't respect the way he did things as a person. I don't really like him, but, you know, he had to do what he had to do. That was his job. But, you know, moving forward in my life and in my career, I just have a bad taste in my mouth towards him. I like what he did on the field as far as in 2013, his style of play and, you know, how he had us moving around, running fast and all that. But once the end of the season came and the way he did things, I mean, I don't feel like as a man he was real with me. He didn't tell me, like, you know, this is what it was or, you know, this is what we're going to do moving forward. You know, it was just I looked up and I was cut. So.
You think he had something to do with the report that was released that was negative about you? Possibility. You know, when you're figuring out a way to get rid of one of your best deep threats on your team, I mean, you have to kind of make up a story, or you gotta. It can't just be we're releasing our best receiver just for no reason. So I felt like them digging the story up. I mean, the story happened like 4 years ago, and it was a close friend that I grew up with that, you know, had some issues, but you know, it's a guy that I grew up with that had an issue, and you know, I'm not supposed to turn my back on him. You know, he ended up beating the case and everything. So it was just a lot of nonsense that was around it. I've never been in trouble, never been a felon, so all the stuff you're making up, I mean, the way I grew up, you going to fault me for the way I grew up? Even if he didn't have anything to do with the information coming out, you felt he should have supported you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, or if not support me, at least come tell me why. You know, have a conversation, call me, pick up the phone. I mean, throughout the season, if you had a play or you've seen a scheme, you're going to call me and bring me in your office and tell me, look, I think you could do good on this down the field. You know, we have Foles. He has a big arm. You know, you're going to holler at me if it's a play or it's a scheme. But if it's a real-life situation that the way I was raised or how I grew up or who's my friend, you can't come tell me this is a problem in our organization or this is why we feel like we need to move forward. You don't even come tell me that. So I just felt that was very personal for me, and I couldn't respect it.
So the perception at the time was that Chip Kelly was trying to get rid of all the outspoken black stars, you and LaShawn and Macklin and others, but starting with you and LaShawn. As you look back now.
But kept Riley Cooper.
Kept Riley Cooper. Don't get me started on that. You know? Do you look back and say truth to that?
I look back and say what we created in Philly around them times. I think we had a great team. We built a great camaraderie. You know, McCoy, me and him still talk to this day. It was a bitter taste in our mouth because we felt what we created there back in the young days. I mean, the Philadelphia Eagles back then with me, McCoy, Vic, Macklin. I mean, we had some dangerous weapons, and we felt like if we was continue to be there, I mean, we would have been enjoying that parade with them guys. But, I mean, like I said, it's not a bitter taste. You know, you move on, things happen in life.
No racial undertones?
No. I'm never that type of guy. Like I said, I just, personally, how I feel about him, I don't respect him. And, you know, I can move forward. I ain't got to deal with him ever in my life. But what he did, I don't respect him for it.
There's a quarterback that's going to be a free agent. You played with him a couple of years in Washington.
Right.
Kirk Cousins. Skip says he's a what'd you call him? Underconfident overachiever.
Ooh.
I'm not buying, but
how good is Kirk, and how good can he be?
Kirk Cousins, he's a great quarterback. I'm gonna have to give him the respect.
Great's a strong word now.
I mean, look at the numbers. I mean, if we're gonna
I got one number for you. What is it?
Playoff what?
No, 25 and 31 as a starter, so he's 6 games under 500.
I mean, winning, I understand that. This league is based on a winning percentage as a quarterback and a starting quarterback in this league, so I can understand that. As far as the statistics stats, I mean, you know, getting guys involved. I mean, it's obviously we're going to put the winning on a quarterback, but you have to have the intangibles around. You have to put guys in place. You know, Tom Brady has all these pieces. You could call it a scheme. You could call it players, whatever it is. But you have to put people around him to make him better. Now, will he distribute the ball to, you know, when I was there, P.R. Garcon, Jordan Reed, Jamison Crowder, you know, I can keep going and on and on. I think he has the intangibles to be a franchise quarterback and to go win a championship. Now, he needs the pieces to the puzzle to be put in place, but I think definitely he deserves what he's done. You know, he's put the stats out there, and as far as winning, I get that part. He's under 500 winning, but I think he can do everything he needs to do to win.
And by the way, as you know, I'm a Cowboy fan.
Oh, man, come on, man.
Kirk Cousins ended up 1-6 against the Dallas Cowboys and lost all 4 games at home.
Right.
And you remember one of those games was on a Monday night against Matt Castle. You caught a big late touchdown pass that looked like you know, you fumbled, but then you caught a big one that put you guys ahead.
Definitely.
And then Matt Castle beat you, but whatever.
No, you're right. Okay. But, I mean, like I said, I think he's deserving of whatever's coming forward to us, you know.
He's going to make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Maybe from your Denver Broncos.
Cleveland.
I wish him the best.
Arizona. Somebody's going to get to the bid.
It's going to be a hot market for him. So Isaiah Thomas got no market, and Kirk Cousins, it's only in America, right?
Sure.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.